This is the Hotel Will Rogers in downtown Claremore, Oklahoma. I love the Hotel Will Rogers for what it represents to my hometown, as well as the grandeur of it in an otherwise small and modest area. The city of Claremore was known for its radium water bathhouses in the early 20th century. Unfortunately, many of the bathhouses have been torn down or were not well preserved. The Hotel Will Rogers had radium bathrooms inside of it, and some were able to be preserved. So the architecture of the building carries the story of a market that used to be so influential and important to what the city was. Speaking of preservation, the building overall, the exterior in particular, is nearly perfectly preserved, which I really like about the architecture because it shows the 1930s vision as well as the thought, time, and money that was invested into the building. I think this particularly shows through in the details on the exterior of the building. The entrances both have intricate details and ornate windows drawing attention to them, and awnings that overhang the doors. The W and R details are my personal favorite embellishments because they link the hotel back to the city. There are also many inlays and sconces, as well as decorative trims dotting the rest of the two-toned building. I like the subtle difference in color of stone, as well as the vertical orientation and placement between the windows because it gives an illusion of elongating the building.
But now I'm back to cry my heart out for just one more chance.
The interior of the building still carries over the same sense of grandeur that the exterior does, but it does have some odd design choices. There are the classic tall ceilings and beautiful iron rails, but faux rocks and logs are used as trim and detail, as well as red, gold, and green crown molding and heavily stuccoed walls. Now, I'm not a fan of this stylistically, but I do love the oddness and unconventionality of it. More than anything, I love that it shows the design styles and preferences of the architects in that time and place. My favorite interior features are the green and white tile floors and the massive arched windows and the way they let in the natural lighting.
Just one more chance. I've learned the meaning of repentance. Now you're the jury at my trial.
This hotel may not be as large or glamorous or expensive as other hotels of its time, built in Chicago or New York City, but it is such an amazing piece of architecture to find in a small town in the middle of Oklahoma. The building is beautiful itself, but it also tells a story of history, and it makes me proud to have it in my hometown. And that is what makes an interesting and successful piece of architecture.